It's late again. The lights are off, but your thoughts aren't. You've prayed, you've breathed, you've tried to let it go, but the storm in your mind won't quiet down. Your chest feels tight, your head feels loud, and you're wondering, why won't peace stay? You love God, you read His Word, so why does the worry still show up? You're not faithless, you're not broken, you're just human, and humans still face storms. But there's a moment in Scripture that changes everything. One sentence, one command, where Jesus didn't just calm a storm in the sky. He showed you how to calm the one inside your soul. Tonight, before this message ends, you'll know exactly what He said and how to make that same command echo in your own life. Why does fear still find you when you know all the right verses? Why can a believer trust God 1 minute and spiral the next? Why do the waves keep coming even when you're in the boat with Jesus? Because storms don't mean God left. Sometimes they reveal where He's about to speak. Mark 4:39 says, "Then He arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, 'Peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm." Read that again, not as poetry, but as power. Peace, be still. Those aren't suggestions. They're orders from the one creation obeys. The same voice that made galaxies spoke those words, and the storm had no choice but to stop. But here's what most people miss. Jesus didn't wait for peace to appear before He spoke it. He declared it into chaos. He didn't shout at the disciples. He spoke over the storm. He modeled something for you. Not panic, not analysis, but authority. When anxiety rises, you don't reason with it. You respond to it. Fear listens when faith speaks. So when the voices of "what if" start shouting, that's your cue. You stand up, even if it's trembling, and you say, "Peace, be still." Because peace isn't a feeling you wait for. It's a command you carry. Here's how you use this verse when fear shows up at your door. Step 1. Recognize the storm. Call it out. Name what's really spinning in your mind. Fear loses power when it's exposed. Step 2. Remember who's in your boat. Jesus was there the whole time. He hasn't gone anywhere now. Step 3. Repeat His words out loud. Don't just think them, speak them. There's something about a believer's voice that fear can't stand. Step 4. Refuse to rehearse disaster. Your imagination doesn't belong to anxiety. It belongs to God. Step 5. Rest in obedience. Once you've spoken peace, don't chase the outcome. Leave it with Him. Now maybe you'll say, "But I've said those words before, and I still felt afraid." That's okay. Even the sea doesn't settle instantly. Sometimes peace comes like lightning. Other times, like a sunrise, slow, steady, spreading light across the waves. Don't mistake slow peace for no peace. Faith isn't proven when the storm ends. It's proven when you stand still until it does. And when fear tries to return, because it will, don't treat it as failure. It means you're getting stronger, and the enemy noticed. The same fear that once made you run now trembles when you stand. So stand again, say it again. Peace, be still. Each time you speak it, heaven echoes, and the noise loses power. You're training your spirit for victory, not survival. I've seen this truth work, in my own storms and in others. There were nights when worry ruled every breath I took. But learning to speak God's peace instead of my panic changed everything. The storm didn't always stop outside, but it stopped inside. That's what Jesus does. He doesn't just quiet the weather, He calms the worrier. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Before you close your eyes, name one storm, just one. Say it out loud. Then speak the verse. Peace, Be still. Don't whisper it in fear. Declare it in faith. Because when you carry his authority, silence isn't weakness, it's warfare. Now say this with me, right where you are. I refuse to be ruled by fear. I belong to peace. The same voice that calmed the sea lives in me. Let those words echo. Let them drown out the panic. Let them remind you, storms can roar, but they can't reign, because Jesus still speaks. And when he does, every storm obeys.